Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Hurricane is built a little differently than other dealerships on things like a smile and a handshake. That's because Gene and Ryan built their business the old-fashioned way by making friends. There are no gimmicks or games at Walker, just honest, fair deals, and the huge inventory in both new and pre-owned doesn't hurt either. So when you're ready for your next vehicle, make that short 20-minute drive from Charleston or Huntington to Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Just off the Hurricane exit of I-64, Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, making friends one deal at a time.
Welcome, everybody, to Underwood Field, the site of one of two AAA semifinal state football championships. It is in great shape tonight. Awesome football weather. Yours truly, Joe Stevens, will be bringing you the action along with the voice of the Wildcats, Jordan Murphy and Dustin Ressler. When we come back after this message, we'll be chatting with Coach Boone McKenna of the Nitro Wildcats.
Do you know anything else?
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in West Virginia, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
We're here with Nitro head coach Boone McKenna. Coach, you got to know, what was it like to have to coach and practice Thanksgiving week?
Hey, it's a privilege, man. There's not very many teams that can do it, so I was excited. And what is there, 16 teams that can do it? So I was looking forward to it, and I got up early Thanksgiving morning with a smile on my face.
What's it going to take for Nitro to be in Charleston next Saturday night at 7 o'clock?
First of all, we got to control the line of scrimmage, have few penalties, and no turnovers.
Easier said than done, Coach. You have to admit that. You were talking about a bunch of teenagers. How has practice been this week?
It's been a good week. It's been upbeat. They got some pressure on them, but it's wanted pressure. And again, we're happy to be here, and I think our guys are ready.
Let's talk about Chapmanville for a while. They're ranked 9th, but that's kind of a deceptive 9th because of the scheduling that they had to do with the AA schools and everything. Give us a scouting report. What are you preparing for?
Hey, they're big and strong. They got some athletes. Their line of scrimmage, it's going to be a battle with the line of scrimmage. That's where it is. And they got some athletes. Yeah, at number one, that wide receiver, he's got track meet speed. He's all-state record. I don't know about record, but he's one of the fastest kids in the state. So we got to stay on top of that kid.
Finally, Coach, just how much fun has it been for your staff to go through this season that you've had and everything? Now you're hosting the first ever semifinal playoff game here at Underwood Field.
I didn't even realize that until a couple of days ago and somebody said that, but it's an honor. It's an honor to coach here. This is my alma mater, so it's been a thrill.
Thanks, Coach. Coach Boone McKenna with the Nitro Wildcats here on the Nitro Sports Network. When we come back, Joe Picato with Metro Sports has got a preview on tonight's game. We'll be back after these words.
Calendar notifications, emails, texts. These are all distractions. They take your attention away from the road, away from stoplights, sudden braking, and unexpected hazards. Distracted driving is dangerous to you and others. And if you're caught with a phone in your hand, it will cost you a minimum of $100, or even worse, it could cost a life. Keep yourself and others safe on the road. You drive, you text, you pay. This message is brought to you by the West Virginia Governor's Highway Safety Program.
Joe Mercado and Greg Carey continuing our semifinal weekend previews as we take a look at Class AAA. Greg, before we take a look at both of the semifinal matchups that we have, which team impressed you the most in Week 13 in the quarterfinals?
I'm going with the Nitro Wildcats, and trailing by 10 points at halftime, there was no panic from the number 5 seed Wildcats. Instead, Nitro went on to outscore North Marion by 29 points over the final 2 quarters to earn a commanding 57-38 victory. WVU-bound receiver Malachi Thompson enjoyed one of the more memorable postseason performances of recent memory. He had 6 catches for 266 yards and 5 touchdowns, and that performance helped put Nitro one win away from an appearance in the state title game.
I'm going to go with the team I got to see on Saturday night, the Chapmanville Tigers, picking up a 33-27 victory at Bridgeport, ending the 25-game winning streak for the Indians that dated back all the way to the semifinal round in 2023. In the process, the Tigers scored the most points on Bridgeport since that semifinal game in 2023, and in the process, the Tigers held Bridgeport to their lowest point total since week 2 of the 2023 season. So an impressive victory for the Tigers on a number of different levels as they advance on to the semifinal round. Greg, the keys to victory for the teams involved in the semifinal games, as we did in the previous segment, you've got the home teams, I've got the visiting teams. So we'll talk about the game between Spring Valley and Princeton first. What are the keys for the Tigers?
Yeah, my number one key for Princeton is the third phase of the game. That's special teams. It's been an outstanding unit all season for Princeton, and it was again a strength last week as they came up with a critical fumble recovery on special teams in a quarterfinal round win against Hoover. Along with the potential for big returns, the Tigers have made game-altering plays in the third phase of football throughout the season, and at this stage, when there is often little separation between teams, that aspect tends to be even more important than usual. Another key for Princeton in this matchup is going to be to win defensively on first and second down. We know that the Tigers' opponent, in this case, Spring Valley, prides itself on winning up front and being a physical program that consistently pounds the ball and can wear down the opposition. But if Princeton can not only play from in front early, but if it can win along the line of scrimmage on those early downs, that's exactly where the Timberwolves don't want to be. On the flip side, if Spring Valley is consistently in second and third and manageables, it's far more likely to win the battle of time of possession, and it's going to give itself more opportunities to keep its offense on the field for fourth down opportunities.
My keys to victory for Spring Valley as they go to Princeton: ball control. And sometimes time of possession can be a bit of a misleading statistic, but when Spring Valley's offense is at their best, they're able to churn out long drives on the ground, which does two things. Obviously, get points for your offense, but also keep a very dynamic Princeton offense off the field. Zeke Lewis and Miguel Kane, a couple of great running backs for Spring Valley, and those guys will be integral in their offensive game plan once again. And from the Captain Obvious file for Spring Valley, contain as best you can Brad Mosser. He's dynamic in the run game, the receiving game, the return game. He could hit 40 touchdowns total for this season, and he's certainly in the mix for a number of statewide honors, but controlling as best as possible Brad Mosser, a big key for the Spring Valley defense. As we take a look at the Chapmanville Nitro game, Greg, you've got the Wildcats.
Yeah, number one key for Nitro. It's something they excelled at last week. Overcome obstacles and stay in the moment. This is a game against Chapmanville that's going to feature two of the most productive and talented offenses in the state. And there's going to be big plays made and points scored on both sides. Nitro has to display the maturity that it did a week ago at North Marion when it didn't get caught up in the moment and overcame a 10-point halftime deficit to defeat the Huskies by 3 scores. A number 2 key for Nitro is going to be to make the most of home field advantage. The Wildcats this week find themselves in somewhat of a rare position as a number 5 seed, but having the luxury of staying at home in the semifinal round. Nitro knows that it's 48 minutes away from a strong effort from competing for a state championship just a short distance from its campus. The Wildcats should have a strong backing for what is their most important game in the last decade, and gaining an early lead against the Tigers would only add to the excitement that already exists.
My keys for the Chapmanville Tigers: keep the offense fun. And anybody who saw their victory against Bridgeport on Saturday night saw a number of different looks for the Tigers. They broke out a double reverse pass that hit for about 40 yards to set up a score in the fourth quarter. Dakota Dalton from the quarterback spot was very effective in the run game. They had 4 different players score touchdowns. So a very diverse offense. Chapmanville needs to keep that against the Wildcats and show a number of different looks. And then getting back to the Captain Obvious portion of our segment here, contain as best as possible Malachi Thompson, a guy that you mentioned a little bit earlier, Greg. He was tremendous against North Marion with 265 receiving yards and 5 touchdowns. He is obviously priority number 1 for the Chapmanville defense and trying to find a way to slow him down. We'll take a look at Class AA and Class A coming up later in the week.
a special thank you to Joe Boccato and to Greg Carey of West Virginia Metro News for providing us their preview of tonight's game that features the homestanding and ranked number 5 Nitro Wildcats against the visiting ranked number 9 Chapmanville. Tell you what, let's bring in tonight's announcers. First off, the voice of the Nitro Wildcats. That's Jordan Murphy and Coach Dustin Ressler. Gentlemen, it's a great game. I mean, it's a great night for high school football. For the first time in history, a semifinal game is being played here at Underwood Field.
And it's a great night to play it, really. I mean, it's a good atmosphere. I mean, look at the Chapmanville crowd. I mean, they really showed up tonight, too.
Yeah, I mean, it's very loud on both sides of the field, you know. We can hear the Chapmanville side just as well as we can hear the Nitro side, and that usually never happens. So it'll be a really good, loud game, and both of these offenses are, you know, very competitive, and along with the defenses, too.
We're seeing the captains for both teams going out to midfield now for the opening coin toss. The coin toss is being done by Nitro Mayor Dave Casebowl. Tonight's broadcast is being brought to you by the Nitro Convention Visitors Bureau, who provided the rights fees, and the mayor is getting ready to toss the coin. You know, it's going to get loud in this place.
Yeah, this place is going to get rocking tonight. I mean, you got a full stadium right now. And, I mean, I'm just like, how crazy is it that you've got a number 5 versus number 9? You know?
Yeah, I mean, this late into the playoffs, you really haven't seen a big upset like that happen last week with Chapmanville going into Bridgeport and beating them on their own turf. I mean, you rarely see that nowadays.
And take nothing away from Nitro for going up to North Marion and handing them that loss. I mean, nobody, like you said when we were chatting before the game, nobody, Coach, had this on their bingo card.
No, this was definitely not on anyone's bingo cards. I mean, we're here for a ride right now. I mean, this is an interesting time right now. Great night.
We were, as you might have heard in the pregame, got to chat with Coach Boone McKenna for Nitro, and I just had to ask him, Coach, how much fun is it to coach and have a practice during Thanksgiving break? You know, it's special, wouldn't you say? Oh,
yeah.
You're one of 16 teams doing it.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's, you know, and it's kind of like there's no distractions for that whole week. I mean, you're out of school, so I mean, you really get to lock in. You don't have to worry about like what homework, you know, as a you know, these players, they don't have to worry about what homework assignment they have to do as soon as they're done with practice. You know, it's this week was completely dedicated to this game. Both teams were dedicated to this week. So I mean, this should be a really good matchup tonight.
I tell you what, we're just minutes away from, you know, I'm also curious about the Spring Valley Princeton game that's going on. The winner of that game will be playing at 7 o'clock in Charleston 1 week from tonight. And then the winner, of course, of this game will be playing against the winner of that game 7 o'clock in Charleston. One side note here, gentlemen. If Nitro wins, the Nitro Christmas Parade will be rescheduled.
Oh, hey, you know what? That is important information to know. Right?
I mean, you will not believe the phone ringing. Let's go, gentlemen. Nitro's kicking off to Chapmanville. Chapmanville will have the ball first up tonight and bringing you all the action tonight, Jordan Murphy. Take it away, Jordan.
You know, guys, I'm very excited to see how this matchup is going to play out today. Very both two competitive teams that have, you know, Chapmanville's undefeated right now. They have, they really got underestimated going into the playoffs because of their schedule, unfortunately. And so they got seeded so low, but obviously seeding doesn't mean anything.
You know, it doesn't matter. You go 12-0, you go undefeated. It doesn't matter if you're playing, you know, somebody from around the block or whatever. You're undefeated.
Well, and not only that, but you're 12-0, and you get a chip on your shoulder because they put you so low in the rankings because they said, oh, well, you play people under you.
Buckle up, gentlemen. Here we go.
It's getting very loud in this arena.
This is the loudest as I've heard this in many a day.
Years, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, to tell you. A little side note, Jordan Murphy's dad, Joe Murphy, was a member of the 1998 state championship team, the only championship team that Nitro High School has had. Did a lot of blocking for a quarterback by the name of House.
Yes. Sounds familiar. Familiar name. All right, we're about to kick this one off.
Connor Strickland kicking off for the Wildcats.
Connor Strickland.
Kicked it out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
You know, Chapmanville's offense very, you know, you don't really unexpected. You know, they play many trick plays. They run it a lot. I mean, so it's really going to be hard for Nitro to determine what defense to run against this Chapmanville offense.
Well, then they definitely have a really strong offensive line too, and they're really, they're really well coached. So I mean, I'm really interested tonight on how Nitro's defensive line, which we've talked about, is there is a real strength to them. How this offensive line versus defensive line is going to go.
Well, side note, guys, we have Devon Coach on the defensive line for the Wildcats.
Oh, here we go.
Playing inside tackle there.
Yep.
The middle one.
Good tackle. Good tackle.
Good forward tackle right there. Almost getting no yards there. 2nd and 10.
Hey, that's what, you're going to need really good tackling. I mean, their running back runs strong. So, really good tackling tonight is going to be a real key important. And game tackling.
Sophomore quarterback Dakota Dalton back in shotgun. Hand off up the middle.
Nowhere.
Tackled by number 24, Cohen Lusher.
Nitro bringing the farm there.
Hey.
Brought 7 on that one.
Yep. All right, so you're stuck in a 3rd and long situation right now.
Is that the first time we've seen LeBron play defense this year?
Going back to pass. That's a deep ball.
Oh, mixed up
by the Wildcats. Broken up by Luke Schaefer.
All right, punt units coming on for Chapmanville. Quick 3 and out for Chapmanville.
Yeah, not how they wanted to start this game. Obviously, I mean, a semifinal.
Two heavyweights right now, just going to be feeling each other out here.
Yeah, I mean, 2 strong offensive games and
good sky kick. Oh,
bad bounce for Chapmanville.
Bad bounce, Chapmanville.
Excellent field position for Nitro's first offensive series.
That was a good defensive showing by the Wildcats there.
And how about a defensive showing without any penalties?
Yeah, I mean, that's rarity for Nitro. No penalties in the starting drive, especially.
Well, that's what we even talked about before the game is that, Nitro was going to need to play this game clean tonight.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely need to play it clean if they want to beat the Chapmanville offense.
Yeah, because, I mean, Nitro, we've had discussions before that, they've committed a lot of penalties and, it's kind of put them behind in the sticks. Now, luckily, they've always been able to make it up, but Chapmanville really doesn't commit a whole lot of penalties, so, they were going to need to play a clean game.
Yeah, I mean, that's what what we've been saying since the beginning of the season is Nitro is very penalty heavy, and they need now they definitely need to shape it up.
You got your first break in the game here due to the injury out on the field. 3rd 37 degrees at game time, gentlemen. It is a crisp fall football night.
It's just a little bit colder where I came from just about 8 or 9 hours ago, you know.
Yeah, Myrtle Beach. Rub it in. I was up in Columbus seeing it snow.
Nitro offense taking the field. Quarterback Ian Duffy at the helm. You know, at the last game that Ian played here at Nitro, he had 2 interceptions. I mean, last week he definitely shaped it up last week because he had 5 touchdown passes, all to Malachi Thompson.
Now I'm interested to see how Chapmanville's going to play Malachi.
Eaton Duffy back to pass. Duffy takes it upfield. Got a few yards there.
First flag of the night. Not counting the out of bounds kickoff. Nope. Okay, picked it up.
I think he may have thrown that because there was a lineman downfield. So if he had thrown that, it would have been a flag for line downfield.
And off to Radcliffe. Got stuffed up the middle.
It's a lot of fun when both crowds are into the game.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, and even if you look down to the roadside end zone, it's packed down there too.
And like you said, Joe, you got 2 teams that are going to really feel themselves out this first series. See how they're going to play this because, you know, like we said, you know, they've had all week to prepare for this.
Duffy solo in the backfield. Back to pass. He needs to find someone open, and it is incomplete. Got broken up there by number 12, Benji Adkins. 4th down for the Wildcats. Sending in the punt unit.
Both offenses have now 3 and outed on their first drives.
Yeah, I mean, you don't see that often with either of these offenses. I mean, obviously, the defensive this week have definitely been stepping it up, talking about how they're going to stop these offenses.
You know, we were talking about LeBron playing defense all season long. He's just been playing one side of the ball. Now, tonight looks like both sides of the ball. Just going to see how his conditioning is.
Yep, they're definitely going to test it tonight. High punt. Oh, he got a flag. That's a costly penalty right there.
Touching the 10 man.
Got to stay out of the way.
Again, in the beginning of the opening of the night's game, both of you talked about having not make those regrettable mistakes.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about it all season.
That's
really.
unforced.
Yeah.
I mean, there's free 15 yards. So you took what would have been a punt that would have put them at about the 25-yard line, and instead they're going to start this off at the 40. Or, sorry, the, 36-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, we've been talking about this all season, costly penalties that have been hurting the Wildcats. It's been a thing for them for the last 3 years. And off up the middle. Got a few yards there. That was number 22. Justin Kovac. Probably 2nd and 7, I'd say.
Yep.
Those might be the first actual positive yards we've seen all game. Another handoff. Black
motion.
I think you had one of defensive ends for Nitro was in lineup in the neutral zone.
Yep, encroachment on the defense.
It's 20 yards of free space.
I do believe that was number 10.
Dalton solo in the backfield. Back to pass.
Quarterback run.
Got the first down. Knocked over the referee.
First down, Chapmanville.
Best hit of the game so far has been done by the referee.
Referee getting physical.
Hey, stopped him right in his tracks.
In the backfield for Chapmanville, and 15 they go to Dalton, 18 Weston to the rock. And up the rock, up the middle. Got about 2 or 3 yards.
That's going to be a key tonight, is where when they make that first contact and stand him up, that they push him to the offensive line.
On that one, which you gotta stop. You gotta make a good stop there. You can't stop your feet. You gotta drive your feet through that tackle, because that running back's not gonna stop his feet.
Go D! That's the way to hit, boy!
And off to Preston again, up the middle, broke free. Looks like he got the first down.
Yep, your first down at the 30.
Now Chapmanville is moving the ball.
Number 22 for Chapmanville is a strong running back.
And up the box, up the middle. Man, he just keeps running his feet, driving his feet.
Keeps driving.
I mean, there's not even that many holes open. He's just a physical runner, and he's just driving it up the middle.
Right there, he just ran into number 50 and just kept driving his feet through his lineman.
So Parks was in there on the first series, but he's on the sidelines here in the second series, and they're taking advantage of that and going right up the gut.
Notice how they're actually getting the ball down the field, because of their correlation, maybe. But could Devon make that big of a difference? Dalton back to pass. Getting rushed. In at the backfield by Antonio LaRose.
That was about a 9-yard loss right there. Bring it back to 3rd and long.
Yeah, I mean, that was...
He came in untouched.
Yeah.
Untouched.
Yeah.
One of my coaches on Sundays. Yeah.
Well, and here's the thing, too. They're probably in 4-down territory, so,
Chapmanville hoping to get 5-6 yards back off that.
Sack. Back up. Got a timeout on the field, Chapmanville.
Timeout on the field, and with that timeout, we will be right back after this. back here at Underwood Field. Good 9 for the Tigers. Defense finally got a stop. Finally got a loss of yards.
All right, they moved 22 out here to slot. It wouldn't surprise me if they were like a tunnel screen right now.
Yeah, I'd say a good little split screen. Yep, right to Kavach. No, not to Kavach. That is Wade. Ward. Trey Ward.
Close to the first down marker there.
They're going to call him short. 4th and 1.
All right, I watch for hard count here.
Ooh, yep, hard count. Nitro watch the ball. Chapmanville is going to take the second timeout.
There, you were talking about that number 22. That's Kovac is his last name. Last time I saw him was at the state track championships. He is a 100, 200, 4x2, 4x1 relay team. The kid is fast. He is fast.
Well, as hard as he is running, you'd think if he run, he'd be doing shot put or disc. He's running hard.
When you have a utility like that on offense, it's great to use them.
Yes. Oh, look, you got Parks coming back in here for the inside.
Yeah, they need it. Obviously they're going to go right up the middle with it. So
that's what Coach Murphy says. They're going right up the middle. Let's see if you're right.
Put that keeper to Dalton up the middle, and it looks like he is going.
Looks like he is.
He looks like he is short.
Turnover on down.
Wildcats ball, turnover on downs. Let's look at the replay here.
They collapsed so quick on this.
Yeah, look at that. Look at Duran, though. He had no hold because Duran was just pushing his man back into Dalton.
Yep, put him in his lap.
So we might be getting a taste on how they're going to use Duran on the defensive line in spots, so not to wear him out throughout the whole game.
Yeah.
Yep. So he might be an early down or a 4th and short. All right, let's see if Nitro can capitalize on this.
Stuck in the backfield with Radcliffe. Hand off to Radcliffe. Again, stop. Short of the line of scrimmage. Lost a couple there. They are just penetrating the offensive line today.
Well, those linebackers are just playing downhill. The minute they see that offensive line stepping forward, they're coming down to meet them.
Yeah.
Which that's how they had to play Bridgeport too. So you're going to see them. Look at their depth. They're not even playing 5 yards off the ball right now. Those linebackers are about 2-3 yards.
Duffy back to pass. Has no opening. Downfield caught. But he didn't get nowhere. He just had nowhere to go to. Chapmanville is playing textbook defense right now.
The scouting report on Chapmanville's defense was fast and strong.
Yep, and they're showing it right now.
10 for the Wildcats. Getting Duffy back to pass. Pass down the field to Luke Schaefer. It's caught.
It's caught. That's a catch. Good catch.
Nice throw on the run, throwing off his back foot. Ian Duffy finds Luke Schaefer 20-some yards down the field for a first down, Wildcats.
Yeah, I mean, that was a huge first down for the Wildcats. They needed that.
Hey, they're quick to the line right now.
Up the middle with Radcliffe.
Drive. About a 3-yard pickup on that.
You know this is an important game when the local newspapers triple staffing it. I see Rick Elmore, Taylor Kennedy, and a young reporter from Logan Banner.
Another handoff to Radcliffe. Takes it to the outside. Has an opening. Sorry, guys. That was not Radcliffe. That was Porter.
Is that Porter on that?
Yeah.
Yep. Hey, Porter's really impressed me the last couple weeks, too, where he's just starting to plant his foot and get vertical.
Yeah, I mean,
he's so fast.
But that was a good job by him getting to the outside. Another handoff to Porter. Got a few yards there.
Got about 3 on that one.
Makes a quick move inside when he gets to the line, getting some positive yardage.
Another handoff to Porter, taking it to the outside. Cut it up the middle.
Looks like we're going to have about a third and real short, maybe a half a yard.
You know, usually when they get to the linebackers, they're getting very good positive yardage. But these linebackers are coming right up on the line here for Chapmanville.
Well, I mean, when you look at their depth, I mean, typical linebacker depth, you want to see at about 5 yards. You know, we always used to coach heels at 5. And they, I mean, look at them. I mean, if you look at their depth right now, their heels are at 1.
And off to Radcliffe there. Taking it up to the first down and a little bit more.
Third and short, north and south.
Yep.
I mean,
well, and this is what's actually Chapmanville, where they're playing, those interior linebackers are playing so far up, they're getting caught up in the wash. They're not able to play that outside stretch.
Yeah, I mean, Nitro's been very smart getting to the outside. I mean, that's what they need to do. I'm obviously going up the middle, looking at how close the linebackers are.
Got a whistle. I think
it's like we have an equipment issue.
Equipment issue. Oh, quarterback. Duffy's got to take one play out?
Nope, that was not Duffy on those.
No.
He's getting the play.
Chapmanville's kind of on their heels right now.
Hand off to Radcliffe up the middle. Got a few yards, about 4 yards there maybe.
You know, for a home game for the Nitro Wildcats, Chapmanville's fans are making a lot more noise.
They are definitely bringing the noise right now. All right, so you got 2nd and 6.
40 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Duffy back to pass. Oh, threw it out of bounds.
Man, that was a good. I mean, that was a good throwaway right there. I mean, because a few weeks ago he would have tried to fit that in there. So that's a really good adjustment. Just throw it out of bounds. Learn to play another down. Because I mean, if they had done the dump off right there's a linebacker right there to tee off on that running back.
And if he would have turned the corner also, that same linebacker was ready to confront him.
But also, if he would have stayed in the pocket and had a second, he would have saw Burnett open on the middle in the seam. Duffy back to pass. Looking for Thompson. Gonna be caught. About the 5-yard line, I'd say.
And that is enough for a first down.
Yeah, first down. Wildcats.
Watch the replay here. Duffy rolling out to his right. The ball was well contested by the DB of Chapmanville there.
Well, I've seen Duffy rolling a lot more out of the pocket than he has in the last couple of weeks, too. I wonder if they've seen something in Chapmanville's defense.
And off the Radcliffe up the middle. Yeah, maybe a couple yards there.
That was a tough yard.
And looks like there's going to be a timeout and we will be right back after this.
West Virginia is home. It's where we work, live, and raise our families. At the heart of our communities are West Virginia hospitals and their compassionate caregivers. From life-saving treatments and emergency care to wellness support and screening services, we are improving your quality of life through extraordinary achievements and amazing results. West Virginia Hospitals. Your health is the heartbeat of our communities.
Toyota and your local West Virginia Toyota dealers are proud to be the official partner of the WVSSAC, supporting high school sports all across West Virginia. Visit buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places. Jordan?
Back here at Underwood Field. Finished up the first quarter with scoreless. You know, both defensive have been playing really textbook, and now Nitro is the first team to get into the red zone today. So let's see if they can capitalize. It's 2nd and 5. Duffy with a little pinch to border. Touchdown, Wildcats. I mean, Porter wanted to run that to the outside, but he found the hole open in the middle.
Hey, he stuck his foot in and just went forward. Yeah. Nothing wrong with going north.
Yeah, I mean, that was a beautiful run there by Porter. The score here at Underwood Field by the Nitro Wildcats.
Hey, I just love that for Porter, that, you know, what a difference, you know, a few weeks. I mean, he's just getting vertical on. I mean, that was perfect.
Yeah, I mean,
he saw the hole and hit it.
Yep.
Like you said, Coach, he plants his foot, and then that's when how he changes his direction, then goes north.
Yeah, it's, you know, when you have a running back that, like, he'll take that first plant, and then he's not sure, and he takes a second plant to try and see if he can shift his way out of it. You just welcome that defense up. Man, when you just plant your foot and get vertical, I mean, it just, as soon as you get vertical, I mean, the world opens up to you. And not only that, but as fast as Porter is, like, the second he does that, he is hard to catch.
Yeah, I mean, he just is an amazing ball player, and he is going to be one that Chapmanville needs to look out for the entire game. Same with Radcliffe.
Porter has, as a utility man, is probably going to be just, you know, right up there for all state honors, for returning kicks, for running, for pass receiving. I mean, he's been an important cog in this machine.
Yeah, I mean, guys imported only sophomore. He's in 10th grade.
Needs to run track.
Yeah, you are absolutely right about that. You got a squib kick.
Picked up by Ward. Running it to the outside. He's going to be pushed out of bounds. About the 45-yard line.
I think maybe Nitro might need to start going back to kicking it out of bounds.
heard another one of those Chapmanville track multi athletes. He was another one that you heard his name a lot during the track championships at Laidley Field.
Well, the breakdown on that return, on that kickoff too, was that you've got to stay in your lanes, and you had them converge too early in where that ball squibbed, and they all kind of converged in, and you left that hole outside of containment.
Yeah, and I mean, the Wildcats have not been good on kickoff, like containing the outside at all this season. Dalton back to pass.
Good tackle.
Good tackle. Pass was caught by Adkins.
Benji Atkins on the pass or on the reception.
Right out in the flat there, and they converged on him real quick.
Let's go, D!
I think when you had Chapmanville, they thought that go with a first down pass might catch them off guard, especially with how hard 22's been running that ball.
Dalton back to pass. Caught by Wood.
Trying to strip at the ball. What is that, about a 5-yard pickup?
Yeah. Got brought down by Malik Brown. Good 5 for the Chapmanville Tigers.
In a game like this, you're worried about bringing them to the ground, not worrying about stripping the ball.
Yeah. And off to Kovac.
Oh, that ball started to come loose too.
Looks like he got.
Again, 4-down territory.
Yeah, I mean, he's short 4th and 1 again. And off to Kovac. Flag on the play.
See what the referees have to say. They're looking over at the Chapmanville sidelines to see what the coach is deciding to do. Looks like the penalty is against Nitro.
Illegal substitution. First down for the Chapmanville Tigers, about the 17-yard line.
So you take the penalty and you gain a couple more yards. Just say, that's cool. We got a first down. Let's go.
Yep.
Okay.
Looks like the penalty gave him about 1 or 2 more yards than the run did.
Dalton back to pass. Getting rushed by Lusher. Incomplete.
Surprised there wasn't a flag for Lyman downfield. It looked like 52 was on a route himself.
Referees converging again.
Holding against the defense.
Kind of surprised they got the hold there, but they didn't have the lineman going downfield.
Possibility for the Wildcats. First and 2.
Already got Chapmanville knocking on the door.
Trying to answer that first touchdown on the night by Nitro.
And off to Kavak up the middle. Got brought down.
First and goal. First and goal with the 5.
That's a big running back coming through that hole there.
Yes, it is.
Looks like good goal.
Tackle in the backfield.
With the quarterback keeper. Got tackled in the backfield by the X-Man.
And their
Xavier
quarterback
Patterson.
is still down.
A fumble.
Hey, we got a nice little turnover.
Okay, Sowers on the recovery. Nitro starting again deep in their own on their own side of the field.
Boy, that was a huge turn of events right there.
Duffy back to pass.
I think that was a busted play. He was looking to hand it off to the running back there, and the running back went one way and Duffy went the other.
Yeah. Lost about a yard there.
Yep.
Second and 11. Now Duffy back pass.
Oh, just overshot him.
Yeah, incomplete. Pass intended for Jaleel Burnett.
She got a 3rd and long now. Looks like they're subbing out for a little bit more of a pass happy coverage. Here we go, 3rd and 11.
And off the Porter. Didn't get anywhere there.
It's kind of a smart play, really. They had set up, Chapmanville had set up their defense for a pass, try and at least get something out of it, keep the clock running, and make sure you're not making a mistake deep in your own territory.
Give the punter a little bit more room in the end zone.
Exactly. Because it looks like Chapmanville's setting up to go after this one.
Barnett deep in his own end zone, waiting for the snap.
Almost blocked.
Almost got it. Good run back.
Beautiful.
Chapmanville.
Beautiful return by number 3, Austin Atkins. In peak territory for the Chapmanville Tigers.
So that was about a 20-yard run back. So that was a net of about 15 yards on the punt.
So after that fumble recovery by Nitro, Chapmanville knocking on the door once again after Nitro 3 and out.
Yep, already back in the red zone. The handoff up the middle.
Quarterback for Chapmanville looking at the referee saying, call wanting a flag.
Hey, when you're running an RPO, you've got to
back to pass.
Sacked again.
By the X-Man, Xavier Patterson.
Philly McAllister finishing it up.
Chapmanville's quarterback's taking some shots early on. In the last 3 plays, Chapmanville's quarterback has been hit all 3 times, whether he had the ball or not. You got empty.
Dalton back to pass. Flag on the play.
Oh.
Completed pass.
Caught by Adkins. Flag.
Pass was complete for about 5 yards.
See what the flag's all about.
Another flag.
Sideline warning against the Wildcats. 4th down. 4th and 6. 4 down territory.
Yeah, I don't know if either of these teams like to kick field goals, so.
Nitro fans finally coming to life.
Yes.
Dalton again back. Solo in the end zone. Back to pass. Looks like it's caught by Trey
Ward. First down.
He rolled. He got him out in the flat there. Little pitch and catch. At the 70-yard line, knocking on the door once again.
Got a pitch.
Pitch to Kovac.
Looks like he's down at the 1. Excellent play call. I mean, they were coming from the inside, and they just pitched that right at the right time. Caught Nitro right off guard.
Quarterback keeper here, Coach?
You know what? Let's see here. They're in I formation. Yep, I would say you got a quarterback. No, you've got
movement.
Oh, and you got movement.
Right, maybe the left tackle there.
I think they're going to call this on Nitro.
Encroachment against the defense. Half a distance to the goal.
Wow. I thought there was some interior movement before that ball was snapped. All right, they just went back to a quick sugar huddle, back up, so I'm willing to bet you're going to have the same play. You got 54 there in the backfield.
Another
flag on the play.
I think it's all guys in the field. A lot of rules not called timeout.
Another illegal substitution against.
So what's going on is they're snapping the ball and there's still 12 men on the field on the defense.
Run off. Call friggin' timeout.
Unforced errors, gentlemen.
Yep. So now you got this at about the 3rd of the yard line.
Quarterback keeper with Dalton.
I don't think they got it.
Here's the replay. They stand him straight up.
Yeah, they're called short.
And see, the other thing you have to pay attention to is if that fullback is not allowed to lift on that quarterback, so they can't assist the runner.
Watch the boot! Watch the boot!
Did you ever hear those coaches in the stands when you were coaching?
All the time.
Dalton diving into the end zone
for a
touchdown. Wait. I think he fumbled.
Ground cannot cause a fumble.
Yeah, as soon as the ball crosses the plane, it's done.
Field goal is up and
good.
Score here at Underwood Field, Chapmanville 7, Nitro 7, and we will be right back after this.
It's the saucy summer of barbecue at Tudor's. Tender pulled pork, smothered in 3 delicious new sauces. Sweet teriyaki, savory and thick. Carolina Gold, tangy and bold. Honey sriracha, hot and spicy. Topped with our creamy coleslaw. Sweet teriyaki, Carolina Gold, honey sriracha. Tudor's Biscuit World's pulled pork barbecue is bursting with flavor. Awesome sauce.
Back.
Well, we thought earlier this was going to be a
Back here at Underwood Field, 7-7. 4 minutes and 24 seconds left to go in the half.
We had talked before the game. We thought this was going to be an offensive shootout, but we've had ourselves a nice little defensive stand.
Little pooch kick. Caught by 30.
You know, Coach, on that thought, as memory serves me, both of these teams had very strong second halves of the game last week when they put up the majority of their points.
That's true. That's true.
Nitro offense again take the field, led by quarterback Ian Duffy.
Tonight's broadcast being brought to you by Nitro Convention Visitors Bureau. Courtesy of the Bureau, tonight's rights fees were paid for, so everybody could tune in and watch it if you couldn't be here at Underwood Field.
Looks like there'll be a timeout on the Wildcats.
Yeah, they kind of got the play in late, and they kind of jogged out there instead of running.
Yeah, almost a late game.
For the best news coverage of high school sports in West Virginia all year, follow Joe Bricado and Greg Carey's daily post at the wvmetronews.com. And again, I'd like to thank Joe and Greg for providing the game preview in tonight's opening segment of the broadcast.
Hurry up! It's a very loud, lively crowd tonight.
You know, when you got the fans right next to the press box, you hear the fans in the stands that are referees, coaches, etc. I have to give a credit to Chapmanville's fans. They are loud.
Yes, they are.
Duffy back to pass. Over the top to Bennett. Flag on the play.
A late flag at that, if that's for on the line.
Illegal man downfield.
You know, we were just talking about they should have got that on Chapmanville earlier, but apparently they're going to get that one on Nitro tonight.
The penalty is declined. Third down. Second down.
They waved the flag off. It's at the same spot.
They didn't want to give him another first down.
Oh, they declined it. Okay.
Duffy back to pass. Found the hole opening in the middle. Got about 9 yards there. Maybe 8.
Good slide.
About 3 minutes and 50 seconds left to go here in the first half of play.
Nitro's offense right now seems to be 1 or 2 beats behind.
Well, you know, it's also Chapmanville's playing super aggressive on him right now, too.
Up the middle with Radcliffe. Got the first down. Taking tackle. Finally got down by number 3, Austin
That's
Atkins.
the run you needed to see. Keeps driving his feet. First contact, second contact, third contact. Excellent run after the hits.
Little score update here for the Spring Valley Princeton game. Princeton's up 14-0 second quarter.
Oh,
another Radcliffe run. Got the first down. Tackled by number 2, Wesley Watts.
They kind of caught Chapmanville sleeping. Chapmanville's linemen hadn't even fully got up into their stance.
Nitro and hurry up offense.
Tried to get him to jump there. Got about 8 seconds on the clock.
Another handoff to Porter.
Oh, shoelace tackle.
Yeah, I mean, if they didn't shoelace tackle him, he had some open field.
Yes, he did.
Second and 10.
So far, I've been pretty impressed too with how Chapmanville's playing Thompson. They've had him pretty well locked up.
They only have 1 reception to Thompson. Pitch to Porter. Got to the outside. Got about 5 yards there. Maybe 6.
Under 2 minutes to go in this first half.
You can see why a Bridgeport running dominated team had its hands full last week against Chapmanville.
Yes.
They go east and west extremely fast, and their tackling ability is sure-handed.
Well, and you know, their defensive line is playing very gap sound right now. If you see what they're doing is they're not trying to get depth. They're closing down those gaps and allowing their linebackers to be able to run east-west and be able to be free.
Another timeout for the Wildcats. As you guys might remember, the Wildcats will get the ball here in the second half, so it would be optimal for the Wildcats to score right here for sure.
Yes.
Get help with your college tuition from the West Virginia Army National Guard. For more information, go to nationalguard.com.
Yeah, it'd be nice if they could pick up another first down here. It looks like they're 3rd and 5. Pick up a first down, kind of chew up a little bit more of this clock. If you were to give it back to Chapmanville, try and give it back to them with less than a minute to go, force them to really have to push the field.
Right. I mean, even if the Wildcats could end up with a field goal, that'd still be better than scoreless.
Well, we're in Connor Strickland's territory. We saw him kick a 37-yard field goal earlier this season at Winfield, and that's about what the distance is right now. So we're within the young man's range.
Well, and here's another thing to point out, too, is Chapmanville only has one timeout remaining in this first half. So when they do get this, I mean, they're going to have to drive the field in a hurry and really hold that timeout.
Duffy back to pass. Almost intercepted.
Would have liked to have seen a short game or run on that one to try and chew up the clock, because now you're at 4th and long. Looks like they're going to bring on the field goal unit, and you stop the clock. I mean, if you had played your card rights on here, you would have taken off at least another 25 seconds on that clock. By the time the kick's away, that would give you about 30 seconds off the clock.
So it's right at 37 yards.
Up and it's good.
Connor Strickland.
We'll hear at Underwood Field. Nitro 10, Chapmanville 7. With a minute 42 left to go in this first half of play. Wildcats get the ball coming out of half. They have to stop Chapmanville right here. They have to stop them.
Connor Strickland getting the good lives of two sports. He was a goalkeeper for the Nitro Wildcats soccer team that lost in the state finals, and now he's in the playoffs for the football team. So the young man's having a heck of a fall season as a student athlete.
Now, I wonder how they play this kick to Chapmanville. Remember, the last time they kicked off to Chapmanville almost returned that one.
Yeah, I mean, if I was Nitro, I'd personally, with the way you kick the kickoff team that's been playing, I'd kick it out of bounds. About the 10-yard line.
Well, it still comes out, but we'll see. Little pooch.
Whip kick. Yep, out of bounds. About the 20.
Hey, listen, that was a little bit smarter, because here's the thing. You either get one of those up guys to accidentally catch it, or even better, they pop it up, and if your kickoff team is fast enough, you can get there and recover the ball.
I think you're making a good point on that clock management just a little bit ago. You got 1:38 left. If they run that ball and don't get the first down, then you're probably looking at under 1 minute right now, or very close to it.
Yep.
So what the referee just said is it actually touched a Chapmanville Tiger before it went out of bounds.
So it's not a penalty. Even better. Yeah, but, like we were talking about, I mean, you wanted to run as much of that clock off as possible.
Going back to pass.
Got a screen pass.
Caught by Kavah.
They've got guys downfield.
Got the first down.
And now that clock stops until they set the sticks. And Chapmanville's their line's already set.
Dalton again back to pass. Looks like they're going to call him out of bounds.
Yeah, that was caught out of bounds.
2nd and 10 for the Wildcats, but that stops the clock.
Really close. Got a minute 17 to go.
You can hear the Nitro cowbells.
Dalton back to pass.
Got another screen pass. Hey, they bet it there.
Yep, that was caught by number 8, Jeremiah Collins.
The pressure put on by the X-Man, Xavier Patterson.
He timed that perfectly to the snap, too. I almost thought he was offside, but he actually got there right on time.
Clock running.
Dalton back to pass. Looking for Adkins. Incomplete.
All right, so now you got 4th and long, and now you've given Nitro plenty of time. They're gonna punt, and how many timeouts does Nitro still have?
I think they only might have one, along with Chapmanville.
Now, depending on where you get field position here, it's where what'll.
Back bounce.
Right at midfield.
Yep, at 50.
Not a very good punt.
Charleston Golf Course Center serves the entire state of West Virginia and offers free, no-cost training.
Drinking chocolate milk, the official beverage of West Virginia high school sports, helps you recover from what comes next. It's delicious and containing the right mix of protein and carbs to help refresh exhausted muscles. For more information, visit drinkmilk.com. You a chocolate milk drinker there, Jordan?
No.
Oh, man, you're missing out.
So there's a flag there, illegal formation by Chapmanville. So that adds 5 yards to where they spotted the ball.
Oh, that's turned into a real costly penalty because now you're on the other side of this with 36 seconds to go.
Look where the safeties are playing for Chapmanville. Center field.
They're trying to make sure that there's no Thompson over the top right now.
Right. Well, this is where Jolie Barrett comes in. Crossing pattern.
Duffy back to pass. Takes a shot downfield to Thompson. It's caught by Malachi Thompson into the touchdown. Touchdown of Malachi Thompson over the top.
And we were just talking about it. What a catch by Thompson. And dragging a defender into the end zone.
There was a flag there on the play, but I'm sure that's
the flag was for celebration by Thompson for throwing the ball straight up in the air.
Yeah, and that'll be applied on the kickoff.
They had 3 of them back there on coverage, and he just out-jumped them.
Yep. I don't know about you guys, but I don't think the crowd liked that call.
I don't know what gave it away.
Strictly PAT is up and good, and that'll bring a score here at Underwood Field. Nitro 16, Chapmanville 7. That is 10 unanswered points for Nitro.
In the last 1 minute and 15 seconds.
Yeah, I mean,
I hate saying it might sound unorthodox, but I would either go for the exact same style kick you gave just a little bit ago, or heck, I'd onside it.
Yeah, I mean, but right now, you know, Chapmanville's going to get the ball. They're going to take it in the half.
Sports Golf, a family-owned business since 1958.
Coming up at halftime during the break, we're going to be chatting with one of the Gazette-Mail's high school reporters. He's made his way back from Morgantown. Saw him down on the sideline covering this game. That's Taylor Kennedy. We'll be chatting with him about his thoughts on the first half and what he's seeing. You got any updates on the scores from the Princeton game? I know it was 14-0 Princeton over Spring Valley.
21-0 Princeton at halftime.
That actually does surprise me. I mean,
yeah. Oh, there's the onside. And it was touched. Oh, he can't.
I think that flag was for going out of bounds and not late hit.
Yeah, but it was touched by one of the Chapmanvilles.
Yeah. Here's the replay of it. Take a look at it.
Right there, it was touched by 20.
They touched the ball!
That's why it continued. That's why it changed angles and started going down.
They touched the ball!
Hey, they agree. The fans agree with us.
Yeah, our referees in the stands are agreeing with you, Dustin, without a doubt. Right there,
right
hit
there,
his foot.
20. Right there it is. Its foot touches the ball. And that's what changes the angle of it. That's why it instead of continuing going the angle out of bounds, it started going upfield. Got the referees still having a conference here.
Talking to the side judge and the.
I mean, right there, it is clear as day. It does strike number 20.
Don't look now!
All right, so they're empty right now. You got
timeout by the Wildcats. Yeah, I mean, I think that the referees missed that call, personally. I mean, it was right there in the replay. The good news about having the replays in-house now on our big screen is that if the referees do miss the call, they are definitely going to hear it by the fans.
And the referees that are in the stands make it well known what they feel is correct or not correct.
26 school year.
Now, on questionable calls, nationwide the other night for a hockey game, the Columbus Blue Jackets and the Toronto Maple Leafs, during the looking at it by the various linesmen and the referees, it was not being played up on the screen for the people to see, for the fans to see.
Gee, I wonder why.
Look for this pass going to Ward. He's the speedster.
Yeah, I mean, Dalton solo in the backfield. Looks like they're going to take a shot here. Back to pass. Getting rushed by Lusher. Brought down. Got about 5 yards there.
I kind of wondered if they were planning to do a quarterback run, see what they could get.
Timeout. Last timeout for Chapmanville. Now, you know, they're definitely cooking up a play. They're definitely going to take a shot here.
They've got time for really 3 shots to the end zone.
Yeah, I mean, 2nd and 6. I mean, here's the thing: they could go empty again. They could, do another quarterback run, possibly pick up the first down, clock it, and still be able to have 2 shots.
The double-A game on Saturday at noon. The Triple-A championship game will be played Saturday night.
The winner of tonight's game will be going and playing in the state championship. That game time is set for 7 o'clock 1 week from tonight. The winner of this game will be facing the winner of the Princeton Spring Valley game that is taking place at this right now.
18 seconds left to go. Dalton again in an empty backfield. Nitro has deep safety. by Benji Adkins. Got the first down. That'll stop the clock. Let the chains reset. Chapmanville spiked the ball. 2nd and 10. 8 seconds left to go.
Got 2 shots.
Do you play him man to man, or are you putting your?
I would drop 3 back and just set 3 at the goal line right now.
Back pass to Dalton. Getting rushed out. Incomplete pass. 3rd and 10. 4 seconds left.
This one's going to the end zone.
Looks
Big
like
substitution.
Substituting it. Looks like they might be going.
Field goal? Yep. Bring the field goal kicker out. So, going to mark it at the
38-yard field goal.
No, it'd be 48.
Yeah, 48 yards.
48 yards.
Kick it up and no good.
No good.
Now it'll be our half. Nitro 17, Chapmanville 7, and we'll be right back after this.
This is Tom Payton of the Payton Law Firm, and we're proud to sponsor HD Media's presentation of local high school soccer matches. Preparation, experience, and drive win soccer matches and court cases. Let us put our team on your side. Contact us at PaytonLawFirm.com or visit us at our office in Nitro.
Surround yourself with beautiful views at the Eagle's Nest Restaurant and Lounge, open Wednesday through Sunday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Try our all-you-can-eat breakfast buffet on Saturdays from 9 to noon. How about lunch instead? Join us for our lunch buffet on Sunday and Wednesday through Friday from noon to 2. Want a place to relax after a long week? Our lounge has happy hour every Friday night starting at 4:30. Great quality food at prices you'll love. Come to Eagle's Nest Restaurant just off Canal Turnpike in South Charleston.
Geno's is spicing things up with 2 new specialty pizzas featuring our new hot honey sauce.
Our hot honey pizza is topped with red pepper flakes, sliced Italian sausage, jalapenos, and onions.
The sweet heat pizza features slices of Italian sausage, green peppers, and onions.
Both are drizzled with our signature hot honey sauce.
Hot honey, it brings the heat.
Sweet heat, the perfect balance of spice and sweet.
2 bold new flavors, available for a limited time at Geno's Pizza and Spaghetti House.
Music from the world of
Back here at Underwood Field, it's semifinal state AAA football championship action, and halftime score is Nitro 17 and Chapmanville 7. Joining us now here during our halftime break is Taylor Kennedy with the Charleston Daily Mail, the HD Media. I saw you down on the field shooting some video tonight, playing the utility side of things.
Yeah, I had to kind of come out of retirement for a little bit. I've done it a couple times. Did it actually my first game back here in back in the Canal Valley whenever Winfield played Hurricane back in 2023. Did it a couple of times whenever I was working for Metro News, but yeah, I'm a Swiss Army knife, as some would say. I mean, just trying to give as much as possible, trying to capture this awesome game thus far.
Yeah,
I mean,
let's talk about this game. What do you think so far?
It's a very high energy game. I mean, both teams want to go to Charleston, rightfully so. I mean, you look at Chapmanville, they've never been before. This is the first they've been since I think 05, and then you get the flip side with Nitro, they haven't been since 05 either. Well, I think Chapmanville's never been in the state championship game before, is what I should say. But both teams are wanting to play more football, and rightfully so. I mean, the story that Chapmanville's been writing this season you might as well turn that into like a Disney movie almost. I mean, it's just been so magical to see how they have rallied and really proved a lot of people wrong. You talk to Coach Belcher, and he's just he's not surprised at all. I talked to him, and he's like, I'm not surprised. This is my group. I know what I got, and this is just a bunch of freaking dudes. And rightfully so. I mean, look at what they did to Bridgeport.
Yeah, I mean, you go to Bridgeport, and defending state champion, 25 straight wins, and they handed it to them.
Yeah, I was actually watching that game. So I actually took the day off, which you should never do as a sports journalist, but God knows I needed a day. And went to Chicago, and on my way back from Chicago, I caught the last 8-9 minutes of that game. And I'm sitting there with my uncle, and mind you, my uncle was from West Virginia, and we talk very often about West Virginia high school sports. And we were watching this game, and I'm like, whoa. Like I kept saying, whoa, what? Whoa, okay. And he's like, what? I'm like, this is a really big deal. 25-game winning streaks on the line, defending Class AAA state champs, the 9 seed, not really should have been a 9 seed to begin with, but goes to Harrison County and beats the defending state champs. Oh my gosh, 30 for 30. I mean, regardless of what happens, something's got to be done.
You know, and to the credit, Chapmanville beating the number 1 seed is something, but for Nitro to go up to North Marion and be down by 10 at halftime and come back with that kind of second half, credit to the Wildcats.
Yeah, what an unbelievable game for Malachi Thompson. 6 catches, 5 of them for touchdowns. It's a pretty good day. I mean, you talk about a kid that's going to WVU to play more football. I mean, I don't think Nitro wins that game if Thompson does not have the game that he did. Now, granted, Duffy played really well as well, but whenever you have 5 touchdowns off 6 catches, you got to be doing something.
And you have somebody to throw to, like, well, we saw it tonight here, exactly. And when he out-jumped for that touchdown.
Well, it's like whenever you texted me and you're like, hey, you coming out? You still coming up? I'm like, I want to make sure I don't miss anything. And then what happened very first play? Duffy hits Thompson for that long touchdown. I mean, he's just a freak athlete to watch.
We're talking Taylor Kennedy with the Charleston Daily Mail. He covers high school sports. Unfortunately, he had a game up in Morgantown he had to cover today, but that's another story for another time. You can read about that in the morning paper. And we'll continue our conversation with Taylor here at halftime of the Nitro Chapmanville game, with Nitro winning 17-7. We'll be back right after this.
Hello, my name is Dave Casebolt, and I'm proud to be the mayor of Nitro. The city is made up of local businesses that have been the strength of our community for decades. Family businesses are the lifeblood of any small city. Those businesses provide a sense of city pride. Here you will find antique and niche shop and great family-owned restaurants. For outdoor lovers, there's Riding Our Lake that suits everyone's needs, from hiking and biking to fishing and running. We hope to see you soon.
N-I-T-R-O, go Nitro!
Back here at halftime at Underwood Field, it's AAA semifinal action with Nitro having a 17-7 lead over visiting Chapmanville. I'm going to bring in Dustin Ressler. Dustin was a former coach of South Charleston. Taylor, I mean, we're chatting right here. This is a high-spirited game, but I think it just they're playing. Both teams are just playing straight up.
Yeah, I mean, I like the way that, both teams are. I mean, you kind of got the feeling the very first drive of both teams that they were going to feel each other out. This is, a game of like making mistakes, and, unfortunately Chapmanville committed the first one.
Taylor, I mean, down in Princeton right now, last score we got was 21-0 in favor of Princeton. I really thought Brad Dusick was going to have. I've been saying from the beginning that they were my dark horse for getting to Charleston.
Yeah, that's a really interesting game as well. But to be honest with you, I don't think anybody touches Princeton until we see them in the state championship game. Now, granted, Herbert Hoover gave everything that they had in the tank last week. I thought that they matched up really, really well, but there was I forget when it was. It was sometime in the third quarter. Mosser kind of got tangled up with a Hoover guy, and he kind of like got up, and I said, "Uh-oh," they just poked the bear, and then he just broke off a long run. I think he had like a long touchdown run or a long touchdown catch. It was 1 to 2. He's just a freak athlete. Like I mentioned Thompson in the first segment. Mosser, I'll be honest, I'll say it publicly. When I go to vote for the Kennedy this weekend, he will be my number 1 vote. I will say that publicly right now. He will be my number 1 vote. Brad Mosser from Princeton.
Now, second half coming up here. Expect some of the same. What do you think? What adjustments do you see might be happening?
I'd like to see Chapmanville kind of go more of a slant game on the outside with Trey Ward or Atkins even, because they have Thompson guarding one of the two at all times because they know that they like to go deep. But at some point, when Nitro's whole defensive box is collapsing, that middle is so wide open. It's almost like the sound of music almost. They can just go right across the middle, boom, catch, run. They can score. I like to see Chapman get Benji Atkins a little bit more involved. He's an ox. Like he is an ox. So I like to see him kind of get a little bit more involved with Nitro. I just think you keep doing what you're doing. But the one thing I will say, you got to give the ball to Chris Radcliffe. He has played great football so far. He's broken off some good runs. He's just playing with his head down like a bulldog mentality. You got to give Chris Radcliffe the ball and Porter a lot more, but especially Radcliffe.
Coach, what changes would you be making if you were in the locker room?
I mean, Chapmanville's got to kind of get back to like what he's saying, doing Chapmanville things. I mean, one of the good things about Chapmanville's offense is that they kill you at the 5 yard. You know, they're going to get 5 yards, and like he's saying, you know, you're just going to adapt this instead of pounding it with 22. Let's start taking these little dinks and dunks. You've already got the linebackers playing up, like he's saying. Hit something right off of them. Get those linebackers having to play back a little bit, and then you can get back into that run game.
Or even out in the boundary as well. If you can get Ward down to the boundary and he can kind of make a little bit of music to what he's got with his footwork, he's got great feet. As Coach Pop Huggins will say about Jimmy Bell, Trey's got great feet.
And last time I saw Ward was at the state track championships at Laley Field. I mean, the kid can run.
Oh yeah, he's a freak athlete. He's so fast. You see him one time, boom, gone.
Taylor, appreciate your time. Appreciate you making it up here for us and everything. We're at halftime right now at Underwood Field. We've been chatting with Taylor Kennedy with the Charleston Daily Mail, and we'll continue our halftime activities right after these messages.
Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Hurricane is built a little differently than other dealerships on things like a smile and a handshake. That's because Gene and Ryan built their business the old-fashioned way by making friends. There are no gimmicks or games at Walker, just honest, fair deals, and the huge inventory in both new and pre-owned doesn't hurt either. So when you're ready for your next vehicle, make that short 20-minute drive from Charleston or Huntington to Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Just off the Hurricane exit of I-64, Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, making friends one deal at a time.
Adventure takes you here, but much of it starts right here in West Virginia, where Toyota has lived alongside hardworking West Virginians for over 25 years, investing over $2 billion in the Buffalo manufacturing plant and bringing in over 2,000 jobs. And that helps fuel the local economy. Thanks for making Toyota the #1 selling brand in West Virginia. See your dealer and start your adventure today. Toyota, let's go places.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in West Virginia, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Calendar notifications, emails, texts. These are all distractions. They take your attention away from the road, away from stoplights, sudden braking, and unexpected hazards. Distracted driving is dangerous to you and others. And if you're caught with a phone in your hand, It will cost you a minimum of $100, or even worse, it could cost a life. Keep yourself and others safe on the road. You drive, you text, you pay. This message is brought to you by the West Virginia Governor's Highway Safety Program.
This is actually the first time I've gotten either Nitro or Chapmanville this year.
Wow.
Oddly enough.
Now, these are both second half teams.
So I see a lot of points here possibly.
Yeah. They just need to get Nitro off the spot. If they can get Nitro off the spot, I think they get them on their heels a little bit.
Here's a Facebook post about the broadcast of the game, right? Do you know what time the gates open? The post is about
what the post says.
No, the post is about if you can't make it to the game. Somebody asks on this, do you know what time the gates open? Soon. Put soon.
Any minute. Sometimes it's good entertainment just reading comments like that, and you just get hours of entertainment.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Andrew.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, man. Stay safe.
I'll try after Christmas if I don't see you.
Oh, you never know, Bowl. That's bad.
Probably cross paths.
Yeah. You're gonna be in States, aren't you?
I think I'll be at the AAA game Saturday night. I think.
I'll be around.
Probably see it then.
I'll be around.
All right.
Be safe. Take care. He's good. He's good. I mean, he's very versatile. He does news and sports.
West Virginia is home. It's where we work, live, and raise our families. At the heart of our communities are West Virginia hospitals and their compassionate caregivers. From life-saving treatments and emergency care to wellness support and screening services, we are improving your quality of life through extraordinary achievements and amazing results. West Virginia Hospitals. Your health is the heartbeat of our communities.
It's the saucy summer of barbecue at Tudor's. Tender pulled pork, smothered in 3 delicious new sauces. Sweet teriyaki, savory and thick. Carolina Gold, tangy and bold. Honey sriracha, hot and spicy. Topped with our creamy coleslaw. Sweet teriyaki, Carolina Gold, honey sriracha. Tudor's Biscuit World's pulled pork barbecue is bursting with flavor. Awesome sauce.
This is Tom Payton of the Payton Law Firm, and we're proud to sponsor HD Media's presentation of local high school soccer matches. Preparation, experience, and drive win soccer matches and court cases. Let us put our team on your side. Contact us at PaytonLawFirm.com or visit us at our office in Nitro.
And back here at Underwood Field, it's halftime with Nitro leading Chapmanville 17-7. The winner of this game will be playing 1 week from tonight at 7 o'clock against the winner of the Princeton Spring Valley game. That's taking place right now in Princeton. Let's take a look at the scoring from the first half. There was no scoring in the first quarter. In the second quarter, first play of the second quarter, in fact, at the 11:55 mark, it was TK Porter taking it in from 4 yards out. That was 7-0 in favor of Nitro. And then Dakota Dalton, 1 yard out for Chapmanville, tied it up at the 4:24 mark, making it 7-7. Then Connor Strickland booted a 37-yard field goal with 1:42 left in the first half, 10-7 in favor of Nitro. Then Nitro was able to get the ball back, and with 27 seconds left on the clock in the first half, it was Malachi Thompson out jumping 3 defenders and catching a Ian Duffy 48-yard touchdown pass, and that's where we stand right now at halftime with the score Nitro 17-7. We bring back in Jordan Murphy, the voice of the Wildcats, and Dustin Ressler. Gentlemen, if the second half is anything like the first half, we're in for some fun high school football.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, we came into this game expecting a high-scoring game from both teams, but that has not been the case. Both defenses have definitely stepped up today in this big game and have really put a show on in defense, too. And the Wildcats finally started penetrating the Chapmanville defense at the end of the half.
We'll see what kind of adjustments. Dustin, I mean, we kind of talked about it with Taylor a little bit. What kind of adjustments are you seeing for both coaches here, Belcher and Coach McKenna?
Well, I'm hoping to see a little bit more of a quick pass game out of Chapmanville. Piggybacking off of what Taylor was saying too, I'd like to also see from Nitro a little more on that run. Let's shoot a little bit more clock. Keep they were having a lot of success when they had those linebackers playing at their heels at 1 and 2 yards, really trying to get after the stop the run game. That's when your pass opens up. So instead of booting out as much, let's do a little bit more of power football from Nitro side. And really it's the flip side with Chapmanville. You need to kind of air it out a little bit so that air it out with this dink and dunk them down the field.
Again, like you said, Jordan, Nitro will be receiving the kickoff here to start the second half. To throw this out here. Onside kick by Chapmanville to start second half. Shades of Sean Payton, Super Bowl.
I mean, it definitely would not surprise me. Kind of shift a little bit of that momentum back on their side, because right now, Nitro, they've got a 10-point lead. They have a little bit of the momentum right now. Chapmanville needs to do something.
Yeah, Chapmanville is definitely going to come out of the half playing a lot more aggressive than they did last half. And so I'm excited to see what adjustments get made, what trick plays both teams can pull up with to pull away and win the game.
When we had the opening kickoff, the temperature here at Underwood Field was 37 degrees, and it has held true through the first half, and we'll be starting the second half at the same temperature, 37 chilly fall degrees. It is fall, gentlemen, and temperatures does start to drop, and just layer up and let's go.
Yeah.
And how about of all wrinkles that we thought was going to come of this game, did you think they were going to play Parks on defense?
No,
that was not in my cards.
I mean, we talked at the beginning of the game how you play differently in the playoffs with different plays and different ways to try and get an advantage, and that is one that I was not on my bingo card. And recently, Devon Parks has recently decommitted from Florida State and is opening up his recruiting process again, so I am excited to see where he finally ends up.
The coach in the stands agrees with me about the onside kick here.
I mean, I'm telling you, it's nice to see that we're all on the same page here.
Yeah, exactly. By the way, what we didn't notice a couple times was Malachi Thompson playing DB on the corners there.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've seen that a few times this season already, though. So.
All right, well, let's get ready to get this second half underway.
Luke Schaefer and TK Porter back. Well, mainly Luke Schaefer back deep for the Wildcats.
What they haven't been using tonight is, Schaefer in that slot passing attack.
Yeah, he's had a couple of targets, just no catches yet in today's game.
Now, if that first kick that Nitro got to return in the first half was any indication of how they're going to kick, they're also going to avoid the deep returners, the same as Nitro's been this game so far.
Well, yeah, but also, TK Porter has already taken back a few returns to touchdown this season, so most teams have been kicking away from him.
Here we go.
Kickoff back deep. Kick rolls out of bounds.
I thought for a second there they're actually going to kick it to him.
I did too, and then I saw it curve into the outside. Nitro's offense to take the field, led by a quarterback senior Ian Duffy.
Ian's mother has been the team mom through the season, taking care of all the various dinners and lunches and meals and everything, making sure the kids were being taken care of.
Nitro gets the ball at the 35-yard line. Great field position. Duffy back to pass. Little screen pass to Burnett. Got maybe 6 yards there. 7.
Nice time. Nice time.
Do you do in the second half like you do in the first half, kind of map out those first 10 plays or so?
Yeah, you kind of want to come out of the half. What are they going to come out with? What adjust? Because you have a game plan, but we all know that second half adjustments go both ways.
Duffy again back to pass. Caught again by Burnett.
Oh, why'd you take a step back?
Still ended up getting the first down.
Yeah, but man, he's got to get upfield. He took that step back, and I understand what he's thinking is, maybe I can get around him. No, just stick your foot in and get that 1 or 2 more yards. Instead,
he lost 5 yards. He lost 5 yards.
There's a lot this game. On offense, you really need to get north and south and not east and west.
And it's easy for us to say that also up here.
It's something that, they'll watch this on film later, and they'll say the exact same thing. The coaches will.
Ooh. And back to the backfield.
He shot that gap.
He went right. Okay, so here's an adjustment right now that they need to be aware of. Okay, so he pinned his ears back and he came upfield, right? There, he left nobody home on that backside. So now what Duffy should do is, and the coaches should also be able to be aware of, is Duffy needs to be able to pull that ball. Because if Duffy pulls that ball, there was nobody home.
Duffy back to pass. Little screen pass to Luke Schaefer. Got
going backwards.
Yeah. Maybe
working behind the chains here right now.
You got a third and really long.
Do you just eat that one and throw it into the first row?
Yeah. Yeah, that's when you throw it over his head, so it's an incomplete pass. It's not intentional grounding, just lop it over him. Chapmanville crowd's getting loud over there, too.
And they're on that crowd visitor's side.
Duffy back to pass. Taking it upfield.
Almost gets it all back.
You know,
looks like he's tackled about 1.5 yards shy.
Here you're in 4-down territory.
I don't know. You're up by 10. Part of me, you know, the coach in me is, yeah, let's go for it. But you know, game management of me is like, if I punted it right now, I could put him at the 10.
Duffy's coming off,
but the offense is staying on.
Looks like they're in a Wildcat.
Got a short clock. At 9, 8, 7.
Yep. Illegal procedure. Right. Left. Oh, now they're bringing Duffy back out.
Duffy back in about the 50-yard line. 4th and 6. Interesting play call here.
You know what? This might not be a bad idea to try and do a pooch kick.
Duffy alone in the backfield. Back to pass. Caught by Luke Shayfield for the first down.
Enough for a first down. Throwing that in coverage too. Just a good pass.
First down, Nitro.
A lot of Chapmanville's players go both ways.
Yeah.
Seeing Kovac out there.
And that clock just keeps turning.
Hand off up the middle. Got a few yards there.
Looks like got about 3-4 yards on that carry. And that clock's just turning. Because listen, this is kind of the drive you really want. You want a nice, long, sustaining drive like this. Keep working yourself down the field because, you know, even if you were to kick a field goal on this, you're up 2 scores, and you've really put the pressure on Chapmanville now.
Duffy back to pass. Caught for the first down.
Very close to the marker to gain. Where did that come about? The mark to gain. I mean, the new terminology. I hear them saying the mark the gain. It's first down, man.
Exactly.
It's not a time to take a play off. I tell you what, you got to come every play.
There we go. Plant, get vertical. Excellent job.
I think that was Ratcliffe there. Porter.
Yep. I'm telling you, I've been really impressed with Porter these last couple weeks. Just planning, getting vertical, getting what you can. Is it about time to take a shot with Thompson?
And off at the middle.
No. Vertical. There we go.
Looks like
he gets the handoff and then is trying to, pick that hole where he can plant that foot. Now Ratcliffe coming back in.
Be short of the yard marker. 3rd and 1. Duffy back to pass. Threw it out of bounds.
Smart play.
Nothing out there.
Nothing there, just throw it away.
Run the ball and you got 3 defenders looking at you eye to eye.
All right, you got a stop clock here. You got 4th and less than 1.
Looks like the Wildcat again.
Formation. Going up the middle with Radcliffe. Wyatt Soward's lead blocking. Got the first down.
Get it. They initially bottled that up, too.
Yeah, the linebacker came pinched in from the side.
Yep.
Had a shot at him.
And, like you're saying, there's a lot of Chapmanville players that are playing both sides of the ball. And you can kind of see the ones that have been playing both sides. Their hands are kind of starting to get on their hips a little bit. They're starting to get a little winded.
Hand off to Radcliffe up the middle. Got maybe 3 yards there.
It looks like he's got some downfield yardage, then all of a sudden that hole just plugs up quick.
Yeah, but you know what? This is exactly what we talked about. Is one of our halftime things we talked about. Get them running the ball a little bit. Chew this clock. I mean, listen, we're at 5. We're almost at, by the time if they snap this correctly, they're going to be under 5 minutes to go in this third quarter. And Chapmanville has not touched this ball since the end of the first half. So I mean, we're talking they've went almost an hour without touching the football.
Duffy back to pass. Over the middle to Burnett. Incomplete.
And
Flag.
you got flag. That was some helmet collisions there.
Helmet to helmet targeting?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
100%. 22.
Jolly, if he didn't get his bell rung.
Let's go, Joe!
Yeah, right, boom, there. They haven't moved the sticks.
Personal foul against the defensive guy or defensive receiver.
So it's not an automatic first down. Half the distance to the guard.
Second and 1 here.
Yeah, where it's not a half the distance, so it's not getting a first down.
With a Wildcat formation, Radcliffe up the middle.
Drive.
Gonna get into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcat. Chris Radcliffe. I mean, it looked like he got stuffed, but he broke free. PAT is up and a good. And that'll bring your score to Nitro 24, Chapmanville 7. And we will be right back after this.
Surround yourself with beautiful views at the Eagle's Nest Restaurant and Lounge. Open Wednesday through Sunday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Try our all-you-can-eat breakfast buffet on Saturdays from 9 to noon. How about lunch instead? Join us for our lunch buffet on Sunday and Wednesday through Friday from noon to 2. Want a place to relax after a long week? Our lounge has happy hour every Friday night starting at 4:30. Great quality food at prices you'll love. Come to Eagle's Nest Restaurant just off Canal Turnpike in South Charleston.
Back here at Underwood Field. Again, your score is Nitro 24, Chapmanville 7. 4 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Not how I expected this game to go. Strickland pooched it over the middle. Pitch back to Trey Wood.
Oh, that was a block in the back.
Ball. Looks like the fumble was recovered by the Tigers.
That Ward turns the corner and just finds another gear.
I'm surprised we didn't get a block in the back here by number 17 at Chapmanville.
Yeah.
I hate to say desperation time has come for Chapmanville, but with as much time that's gotten chewed off the clock here, you're down a considerable amount.
That drive was 10 minutes and 20 seconds.
Dalton goes back in the backfield for Chapmanville. Dalton back to pass. Caught over the middle by Atkins.
Great edge by Atkins.
In traffic.
And so you're getting a little bit more hurry up of Chapmanville. They're not even huddling anymore. Now it's just get to the line of scrimmage. You got 3 receivers over here. I would watch for a screen.
Hand off to Kabak. Got the first down. First and 10 for Chapmanville.
Watch the replay here, Coach. Watch the running back. Is that step back?
Yeah, so we call that a counter step. So you want to take that step to just give your lineman a little bit of time. It's just a delay, counter step, and then drive.
Going back to pass. Getting rushed up front. Threw it away. 2nd and 10. Chapmanville.
Yeah, you call that a counter step, and then he does it again here. Let's throw the counter step and then come in. So you've got a counter step and you got a zone step. So when you're taking a zone step, it's more of a directional. I'm trying to get downhill quick because my linemen are also getting downhill quick.
Hand off to Kavak up the middle. Got stuffed.
Just stuffed. Just nothing open there.
Stood straight up.
Hey, I love the fact that the defensive ends for Nitro, they're still honoring that 15 can run, and they are still collisioning 15. Because you know what? That pays in right now. 15 has been hit so many times. He is unsure right now, probably, about wanting to pull that ball because he's been collisioned so many times.
Going back to pass. Over the middle. Intercepted. Flag on the play.
Flag on the play.
Offensive pass interference. I guarantee it.
What was the flag for? That's interference.
Watch this right here. We get in the camera. Right there.
Yeah.
Is it a spot foul? Or 50?
Yeah, it's a 15. Honestly, as a coach, I'm okay with that. I mean, that's a bang-bang play. He's trying to play defense too. You know, he's collisioning that receiver. Unfortunately, the receiver does fall down.
Let's go, let's get it together.
First and 10 to Chapmanville Tigers.
Nitro crowd's getting a little wild right now.
Going back to pass. Incomplete. Attended for number 12, Benji Adkins.
I really think that the defensive line in Nitro right now needs to start paying a little bit closer attention. I have a feeling that a screen is getting ready to come, because if you see they're playing downhill fast and hard right now. If I'm Chapmanville's coach, I'm definitely looking at possibly a screen right now, a tunnel screen with like 22.
Or how about a wide out here to Ward screen? Just one step back and let it go.
Well, you see here, they're playing 2-over-2 over here. His numbers are telling him he can't throw that.
Incomplete. Good coverage by Nitro.
See, if you look over here, if you watch on this replay, they're playing over top of both receivers. So that's telling them, as a quarterback, what we've always taught our quarterbacks is that if you have 2-over-2, that's canceled out. You're evened up. Now, if you're playing 1-over-2, then I can throw that screen.
3rd-10 for the Chapmanville Tigers. Dalton back to pass. Getting rushed up front.
There's a
screen pass to Kabak.
Covered well. Good job.
He blew that up. He stayed
Covered
home.
well by
he stayed
Still
home.
down. 22 is down.
Good coverage there by Antonio LaRose. Injured player down for Chapmanville.
Chick-fil-A and its West Virginia owner-operated restaurants salute the more than 86,000 boys and girls that participate in scholastic sports in our state. Chick-fil-A recognizes that participation in high school sports helps to develop leadership and teamwork skills that prepare each participant for life. The same values that Chick-fil-A in your community shares. Chick-fil-A proud to support West Virginia high school sports. And get help with your college tuition from the West Virginia Army National Guard. For more information, go to nationalguard.com. Hats off to Kanawha County Emergency Services, the ambulance services, for providing a unit for tonight's game.
Well,
trainers from
we're going to be right back after this.
Geno's is spicing things up with 2 new specialty pizzas featuring our new hot honey sauce.
Our hot honey pizza is topped with red pepper flakes, sliced Italian sausage, jalapenos, and onions.
The sweet heat pizza features slices of Italian sausage, green peppers, and onions.
Both are drizzled with our signature hot honey sauce.
Hot honey, it brings the heat.
Sweet heat, the perfect balance of spice and sweet.
2 bold new flavors, available for a limited time at Geno's Pizza and Spaghetti House.
Back here at Underwood Field. Score in the 3rd quarter, Nitro 24, Chapmanville 7. 2 minutes and 36 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter of play. For the ball for the Chapmanville Tigers. 4-down territory.
Gotta be.
Yeah, I mean, kicker missed one.
It's not a field goal time.
Yeah, his kicker already missed one from about the same distance, so Dalton back to pass. Over the top, deep.
Throwing deep.
Incomplete.
In and out. Oh, it was in his. He had it and was broken up by Nitro.
Broken up by number 9, Dawson Hill.
Great pass breakup. He has that. He collects it, and it is ripped right back out. Awesome defensive job.
Hill was the defender last week that flipped the player up in the air, or 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
Made the tackle and flipped him up in the air.
Nitro offense back on the field. 1st and 10, led by quarterback Ian Duffy.
So you know that Chapmanville is looking for the run. So they're going to be coming up seven hard on the line.
Well, and you've got 22 out of the game, and you know he was playing both sides of the ball. So now, I mean, I hate to say it, now you're down one of your better players.
Speed pass to Burnett. Got an opening. 1st down and the
broken tackles. Coach, 1, 2, 3, 4.
He's been on Let's Talk About Nitro this week in Nitro a couple of times. The young man is very articulate, and he understands the game. He understands the mechanics of the game, what it takes to win.
Well, it was a good job too. His eyes were upfield. He's, not really trying to look left to right, trying to get himself north. Got a nice little toss.
Pitch play to Porter. Got about 6 yards there.
They had him contained. He planted his foot, like you've been saying, and that got him the positive yardage.
Yep, exactly. Boom. He sees the opening, he just hits it. A few weeks ago, he would have still kept trying to go towards the sideline. Now he's actually getting himself, he's digging that foot in, saying, okay, I got to get what I've got to get right now. Here's the opening. He's trusting his speed more and more, which is the huge step that you want to see. I mean, you got to think he's a sophomore right now. We're playing smarter.
And off up the middle. Got stuff. A little score update here. Spring Valley versus Princeton. Princeton is up 28-0 in the 4th quarter.
Looks like Princeton's got a trip to make to Charleston unless Spring Valley comes back with a strong 4th quarter over there in southern West Virginia.
Duffy back to pass. No, screen pass to Thompson.
There we go.
Got the 1st down.
Moving the chains, and that should take us into the 4th quarter.
Yeah, it doesn't look like Nitro's in any hurry right now. Just let that clock tick down. Take yourself into the 4th quarter. Listen, this is playing smart football.
Yep, and a couple more score updates here. In Quad A, we have Martinsburg beat University 44-13. They have clinched their spot in the Quad A state championship, which will be played on Friday. Morgantown versus Jefferson. Morgantown's up 45-14 in the 3rd quarter. Double A, Frankfurt beat Doddridge County 28-7, and Bluefield beat Philip Barber 56-27. And in Single A, we have Pendleton County and Wheeling Central. Wheeling Central beat Pendleton 43-20, and Clay Battelle beat Cameron 24-12.
Well, an interesting thing about that Quad A matchup, you have two teams that have played each other before. I believe Morgantown lost that one with 36-7. So, I mean, it's always interesting when you see a team a second time, because, you've learned something, just like we earlier this, a few weeks ago, we saw Capital again.
Interesting thing about Morgantown, Nitro beat Morgantown in 1998 to win the state championship. Then in 2005, lost to Morgantown in the state championship.
Yep, the fumble on the 1 yard line.
Yep.
For Nitro to punch it in.
Oh, that's tough.
15 seconds left in the game.
Fumble play. Recovered by Chapmanville. Costly fumble.
Here it goes right there on the exchange.
Costly a mistake. Setting Chapmanville up with decent field position. There's still a lot of football game to be played here.
Malachi Thompson back in at defensive back here on this series.
Dalton back to pass. Throws a deep ball. Covered by Thompson. Good coverage there by Malachi Thompson.
Got another hurt Chapmanville.
And Luke Schaefer also was on that coverage. Both of
Ward
them.
is down for Chapmanville.
Man, I mean, Chapmanville has been unfortunate with injuries in this game. Losing so far, I'd say 3 of the best players so far on the game. I mean, with Kovac and now Ward, I mean, it sucks.
Taking a look at the scoring real quick. No scoring in the first quarter, but in the second quarter, TK Porter took it in from 4 yards out, putting Nitro up 7-0 on the first play of the second quarter, in fact. Then 4:24 left in the second quarter. It was Dakota Dalton taking it in from 1 yard out, tying it up 7-7. 1:42 left in the first half, 37-yard field goal, Connor Strickland. Then 27 seconds left in the first half, 48 yards, Duffy to Thompson, 17-7 at halftime. Then in the third quarter, 4:50 mark, the Wildcats had the ball for 10 minutes and 10 seconds. Ratcliffe topped it off with a 6-yard run. That's where we stand right now, 24-7.
It was nice to see Ward was able to jog off the field.
Yes, but he will have to sit out a play since he was injured. Dalton back to pass. Screen pass to Adkins. Got about 5 yards there.
Chapmanville wasting no time getting back up to the line.
Nitro really delivered a shot on that. I will say that from both sides, this has been a hard-hitting game. We've seen a lot of hits from both sides on this.
Football hits.
Yes.
Football hits.
Back to pass.
Intercepted by
Burnett. He's going to take it all the way down to Chapmanville's 40-yard line. After that costly fumble.
Charlie Burnett on the interception.
Knocked him down and then got up and pushed it.
Nitro offense will take it over at the 39-yard line.
Set to 21.
21, sorry.
I was figuring out field goal distance here.
And off to Porter in the backfield.
Pile of bodies there.
How about maybe 4 yards there?
He's getting positive yards on every run.
Yes. And it's just wearing down that Chapmanville defense. I mean, look at where we started at the beginning of the game, how downhill Chapmanville's defense was playing. Now it's kind of starting to tip in that other direction. They've been driven back, and now you're starting to see these positive gains on the running game. 3-4 yards at a pop.
Another handoff to Porter. Again, getting positive yards.
Again, just completely different. Just driving is 3-4 yards at a time. It's just wearing down this Chapmanville defense.
So, 4 down territory, or we bring Connor Strickland in, put another 3 on the
Strickland out.
You know what? I'm saying right now, just keep that ball on the ground. You're going to get that. We're going to get this first down. We're going to keep this clock turning. because the last thing you want is a little bit of a momentum shift. Drive. There you go. You've got your offensive line. You got to love that. You got your offensive line also applying the press on that. Keep the wheels turning. Keep the clock running.
Got first down, first and goal now for the Wildcats.
Boom. The first collision.
Carry, and gets the first down.
4 minutes and 24 seconds left to go. After taking the time getting up to the line.
Yep, just let that clock tick down, snap it.
And off to Radcliffe up the middle. Into the touchdown! Touchdown! Wildcats, number 6, Chris Radcliffe.
Just wearing down the defense. Defense is worn out at this point.
Field goal is a block. And that'll bring your score to a Nitro 30, Chapmanville 7. I mean, did any of us see this coming into this game? That it'd be like this?
Well, we still have 9 minutes left in the game, but for Chapmanville to only have one score on the board right now, no, I didn't see. We were expecting a Donnybrook shootout kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, I was expecting, whoever had the ball last would win,
That's Radcliffe's second touchdown of the night. Both of them coming here in the second half. Taylor Kennedy, from our guest at halftime from the Charleston Daily Mail, was talking about let Radcliffe get more involved in the game.
Yep, exactly. You spot on with that. It's just you're chewing up this clock, and for a Chapmanville team that's going to, they need that momentum shift. They needed what they needed to drive. They needed to be able to move the ball. They needed time, and that's the one thing that Nitro has taken from them is time.
An up man gets the ball.
Picked up by number 10, waiting range.
This is the point of the game where you step back, you take a breath. Okay, it's 3 scores. We're up by 3 scores. Discipline ball.
You have to know how to win at this point.
I've been hearing that quite a bit, and that's a challenge with some of the players. Nitro just know how to win.
Green pass, hot.
Ward
got about 8 yards there.
8 yards on that, and it was almost tipped. Almost tipped
right there.
Actually, I think it may have been tipped.
We kept him in bounds.
Yep.
He's right, Rep! It was number 50!
Dalton back to pass again.
On the blitz.
Another screen pass to Wood. Got the first down, it looks like.
Hey, you know what? Nitro just needs to keep it in front of them. Listen, if they want to play this game, play this short game, that's fine. It's chewing up the clock because we're in the fourth quarter right now. They need to be, you're forcing Chapmanville. Chapmanville's going to have to start taking shots. And at a certain point, as a coach, you want this short stuff, okay? You're down by enough scores, you have to take shots.
And off up the middle to number 8, Jeremy Collins. Got the first down and more.
Nitro said the blitz on that and just missed.
Yeah. Chapmanville now got it across.
They were in the backfield.
They actually got into the backfield quicker than the ball carrier got out.
Going back to pass. Caught by Atkins. Another first down for Chapmanville.
Now Chapmanville has showed they can score, so like they've got it. Oh, there we go. Good pass breakup.
Got his paws up in the air on that one.
Second and 10 for Chapmanville. Another shot across the top to Atkins. Incomplete. Now, third and 10.
Why'd they stop the clock?
Sideline money against Chapmanville.
I think Chapmanville was wanting a defenseless player on that. I think that's why their coaching staff was running that the way they were.
Is he defenseless if he has the ball and you're trying to jar it loose?
It all depends on where you're making contact at. If you're making contact around the top part of the helmet or shoulder pad area.
Green pass to Benji. Looks like he got the first down.
First and goal at the 9.
I've been seeing him stand out in the corner there. Atkins is what, about 6'2", 6'3"? I've been waiting for that play.
Dalton back to pass. Has the receiver open. The other Atkins. And for the touchdown. Number 3, Austin Atkins.
Now, if I'm Chapmanville, I'm going for 2.
Bringing out their field goal unit. PAT is in. No good. That'll bring a score to Chapmanville 13, Nitro 30. And we have a final score update of the Princeton Spring Valley game. Princeton is 27-0. Whoever wins this game will be going to play Princeton in the state championship at 7 o'clock on Saturday. And we will be right back after this. Back here at Underwood Field. 6 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in the game. Nitro's up 30-13 on Chapmanville. Chapmanville kicking off to the Wildcats. All the Wildcats need to do here is just keep running the ball. Pound the football. Run it with Radcliffe. Run it with Porter. Run it up the middle.
And I'm willing to bet you got an onside kick coming right now.
Onside kick. Caught by Colton Likens. Recovered by the Wildcats. Good recovery there by Colton Likens.
He went up, picked it up out of the air, and just went straight down.
It's a smart play, smart thing to do. Just go down. Don't try to be a hero. Try to advance the ball. Just lay down.
Have there been any timeouts by either team here in the second half?
No, I do not believe so. That's your offense to take the field. And off up the middle to Radcliffe. Got about 4 yards there.
Oh, you got Parks limping off the field right now.
3 yards.
He's had a tender ankle for a couple weeks.
Jackson, top it for the South.
He sustained a ankle injury week before Winfield, or around that time, and it's been tender ever since.
Another handoff to Radcliffe.
Good job, line. There we go.
Oh my goodness.
He's still moving. You're terrible.
He was still moving.
You are terrible at your side gig.
He was still moving, and the side judge has brought the back.
You better donate your pay.
Crowd's still in it.
Another handoff to Radcliffe. Got
Nice
the first
tug.
down.
There we
And
go.
more. First down, Wildcats.
Excellent run.
Radcliffe on the carry for 12 yards. It'll be a Nitro first down at the
He paused, waited for it to form, and then
accelerated.
Yep, planted to foot. Clock running.
That's exactly what you want to see. Just let the clock continue to run. I would be happy if they snap this with about 5-4 to go.
Hand off to Porter. Up the middle. Got about 7 yards there. Maybe more. Helmet came off. Has to go out for a play.
Porter on the 7-yard carry. Killing. And Williams on the stop.
Clock is just going to continue to run. So if they snap this correct, they'll be under 4 minutes to go. Just play, keep away. And in all reality, I mean, this is the type of strategy that Nitro really is going to need to have if they advance this and make it into next week against Princeton, is playing keep away from Princeton.
Yeah.
Because Princeton showed all season long how explosive they are, especially with, you know, who they have. I mean, Taylor's kind of hinted at who his vote is for the Kennedy Award this year.
Another first down for the Nitro Wildcats. And that clock just continues to run. This is the first time in the history of Underwood Field that a semifinal game has been hosted by Nitro. 2 other times the game was played in Morgantown and Charleston.
And off to Radcliffe.
Oh, he scores free.
Another first down by Radcliffe. Keep the ball moving. Keep the clock rolling.
This will take it into under 3, well under 3 minutes, about 2.5.
Radcliffe for the 9-yard gain.
Good job, 6.
We got work to do next week there, Jordan Murphy. Jordan and yours truly will be handling the press box for the state championship.
There we go.
All 4 games. He will find out what 64 steps up and down is all about.
And off again.
Yeah, that is always the long walk.
Get that puck! Throw the flag! Throw the flag!
I don't really know what the flag should be thrown, but I'm wondering if he was thinking it was a horse collar tackle, but he has it by the lower part of his shoulder pads, not by the upper part. The referees for a horse collar, you're looking at they're looking for where the nameplate is, that pull from there.
Timeout by Chapmanville, stopping the clock. 2 minutes and 34 seconds left to go. Here at Underwood Field, Nitro up 30-13.
Yeah, speaking of the state championships, which begin at 3 o'clock on Friday with the Quad A first game, and then the Single A will be the 7 o'clock game, followed by Saturday the Double A game at 3 o'clock, and then the Triple A game at 7 o'clock. The championship committee has done an excellent job in preparing a great event of memories for the student athletes. That's the championship tournament. They have done that's their main goal, is to create that memory for that kid, that child coming in and playing at a state championship.
Well, Langley Field has always just been set up as it's a giant, it's a really large stadium. I love the upgrades they've done to the stadium too, to make it like an even better experience.
Sowards up the middle. Got a good chunk of yards back.
Wyatt Sowards on the carry.
You know, to Chapmanville fans' credit, those stands are still full over there.
Yes.
Not as loud, but still full.
And you know what? Here's an interesting thing. When you look at Chapmanville's roster, I see a lot of sophomores and juniors on that roster than I do seniors. So, I mean, this is a team that, they're not going anywhere.
Sowards again up the middle. Going to come short of the first down at Mocha.
Chapmanville with their second timeout now.
Fourth down, what is...
You let Connor, or you run the clock?
This is a fourth down in a decent bit. Your kicker's already shown that he can kick a field goal. In my opinion, I kick the field goal, and kicking a field goal puts it well outside of reach, I think, for them for now. But on the flip side of that, Chapmanville has come close to blocking it twice. So
the Nitro offense is going to go back onto the field.
Run and play and eat some more of the clock.
I mean, here's the thing. If you don't pick it up, they've got to drive, 95-ish yards?
Yeah.
It's on the 7-yard line right now, so...
Touchdown. Pass incomplete. Intended target was Malachi Thompson. Turnover on down. First down at Chapmanville.
So like I said, you've got to drive, you're forcing Chapmanville. They're going to have to drive 90, let's see here, 93 yards.
So my question is, Coach, okay, you throw that past Malachi Thompson, maybe a two-time Randy Moss Award winner after this year's performance, but a running play forces them to call a timeout, their last timeout of the contest. Hey, it's easy from the press box to do it.
Exactly, right? Dalton back to pass. Caught by Wood. Fumbled.
Oh, Nitro recovers, I believe.
Okay, no, I think they called the ball down, the runner down. That the ground caused the fumble. Chapmanville is just right now playing out the string.
Sacked at the 1 yard line. Got less than a minute to go.
Okay. I'm rescheduling the Nitro Christmas Parade. I will say it now.
Yep,
I will say it now.
I think you're going to be rescheduling it now.
I think half of Nitro, or all of Nitro, will be at Laidley Field next Friday night as the clock winds down.
Yep.
Looks like Nitro will be going to Laidley to play number 2, Winston. Intercepted by Nitro. Luke Schaefer runs it all the way back for a pick 6. And that will definitely seal the game here for the Wildcats.
Desperation move for Chapmanville does not pay off. I believe the student section is correct on that one.
PAT is up and good, and that'll bring you a score to Nitro 37. Chapmanville 13.
Some very happy Nitro Wildcats here on the press box side of Underwood Field. Chapmanville is going to be ending up their season at 12-1. Nitro will be headed to Laidley Field in the site of the AAA State Football Championship, taking on number 2 Princeton. Were we expecting more of Chapmanville's offense or less of Nitro's defense?
Yeah, no. I definitely thought this was going to be a shootout. Touchdown back and forth, but Nitro just took this game.
Yeah, I mean, Nitro's give up Nitro.
Their defensive strategy was spot on tonight.
Yeah. I mean, they kept it in front of them. They played downhill.
Touchback.
Nice deep kick.
Semifinals. In Princeton beats Spring Valley 27-0.
Again, it looks like it's Nitro headed to their 3rd state championship football game. They were there in '98, won it. They were there in 2005, lost it, and now they have a chance for their 2nd state title that will be coming next Saturday, a week from tonight, at 7 o'clock at Laidley Field.
We get another week to prepare.
Princeton's going to be a hard team to beat, though.
Yes, they are.
Oh.
I mean, they've been playing, offensively and defensively stuff. I mean, they're a sound team.
That should do it, gentlemen.
That's your ball game.
And with that, Nitro is going to win the game. Final score here at Underwood Field. Nitro 37, Chapmanville 13. Nitro goes on to Lacy Field to play at number 2 in the nation, not nation, in the state, Princeton. And we will be right back here with the wrap-up after this.
Final score.
Back here at Underwood Field, the site of Nitro's semifinal victory over the visiting Chapmanville Tigers. The Wildcats winning 36-13. Taking a look at the scoring in the first quarter, there was no scoring. Second quarter had TK Porter scoring from 4 yards out, giving Nitro a 7-0 lead. Then with 4:24 left in the half, Dakota Dalton took it in from 1 yard out, and it was tied 7-7, and that kind of was the 7 points that stuck with Chapmanville for a while. With 1:42 left in the half, it was a 37-yard field goal from Connor Strickland, making it 10-7. Then 27 seconds left. Malachi Thompson, 48 yards receiving, touchdown pass from Ian Duffy, 17-7 at halftime. Third quarter, Chris Radcliffe scoring his first of 2 touchdowns. This one on 6 yards out, 24-7. Fourth quarter, Radcliffe again, 8 yards out, 30-7. Then Chapmanville got on the board again with a Dakota Dalton to Austin Atkins 37-yard pass, 30-13. Then with 17 seconds left, it was Luke Schaefer with a 31-yard interception return for a touchdown, 36-13 the final. Gentlemen, Jordan, it was a great game. I mean, we're going to see the Nitro Wildcats in the championship game. Coach, they had the game plan to stop Chapmanville, and they did exactly that.
Yeah, they executed. They played a really good game. I mean, we talked at the very beginning. They needed to cut down on their mistakes, less penalties. We saw less penalties this game. We saw a team that figured out how to win. And I think that's the most important thing.
And that's a true thing. Well, it'll be everybody trying to figure out how to get tickets for a championship game now. It'll be 7 o'clock at Laidley Field. You will be able to watch the game on Metro News. On Metro News television, they will have the game, the broadcast, and you can also hear it on the radio on WCHS in Charleston. For Jordan Murphy, for Dustin Ressler, I'm Joe Stevens from a happy Underwood Field. The final once again, Nitro 36, Chapmanville 13, on to Charleston.
I said 38-14, and I missed it by 3.
Joe, thanks for letting me know.
Oh, man.
What I need.